Lenny. In this video, I'm going to discuss Season 1, Episode 10 of the Twilight Zone. And this episode is titled Judgment Night. The original air date for this episode was December 4th, 1959. The episode begins with a ship out at sea, and it is a dark and extremely foggy night. The name of the ship is the SS Queen of Glasgow, and it's a British ship heading to New York. And it lost its convoy. It was a part of a convoy, but it lost them, and it's traveling by themselves. The year is 1942. The first person that we meet is Mr. Carl Lancer, who is standing on the deck of the ship, looking out at the dark. Carl Lancer heads into the galley where there's other passengers aboard, and they ask him to join them at their table for some conversation. Among talking with the other passengers, we learn that Carl was born in Frankfurt, Germany, but he doesn't recall why he was in England and what his business was while he was there. Carl seems extremely nervous and very, very tense, almost kind of schizophrenic, and Carl excuses himself from the group, and he goes out back onto the deck, and he waits for one of the passengers to head to their quarters. He approaches one of the young ladies that is in the military, and he asks her, "Have we met before? Do we know each other? Have we met before tonight?" And the young lady says no. And Carl's trying to explain to her that he feels like he recognizes all the passengers on board, all the passengers on the ship, and has a very strong feeling of deja vu, of doing the events on the boat, of being on the boat before. The captain of the ship asks if he can speak with Carl. Carl goes to see him, and the captain asks if Carl has his passport on him. Carl doesn't, and we find out with his talk with the captain that he doesn't recall anything past today. Carl doesn't recall getting on the ship, and he doesn't recall anything that's happened before getting on the ship. A little bit later, while speaking to the barkeep, Carl says that he has a very strong feeling, a very strong sense of doom, and it feels like he's in a nightmare and that he can't wake up from it. It feels like they are being stalked, and he senses something about the time of 1:15 a.m. Can't get that time out of his head. Something about 1:15 a.m. is scaring him. It's frightening him, and he can't shake the feeling that a sense of doom and dread is on its way. Lo and behold, at 1:15 a.m., there is a German U-boat on its way that has set its sights on the SS Queen of Glasgow. Carl is running all throughout the ship looking for the passengers, telling them that they have to escape, they're going to die, there's a U-boat coming, but he can't find any of the passengers at first. And then a little bit later on, while he's running down a hallway, he does see them all huddled together. And they don't seem to be comprehending what he's saying. They're just staring at him, they're not moving. Carl goes back up to the deck of the ship, grabs a pair of binoculars, grabs a pair of binoculars, and looks over at the advancing U-boat. He sees himself on the German U-boat, and we learn that Carl Lancer is actually Captain Carl Lancer of this German U-boat. We then see from that point of view, Captain Lancer asking his men to fire upon the ship itself. The ship that has civilians, women, and children on board. We see the passengers being killed on board, and we also see the passengers that happen to get into the water being killed. While in his quarters, one of his men comes to speak to Captain Lancer, and he informs the captain that they did not give the boat any warning and any chance to surrender and to give up. That they attacked the boat. There were women and children on the boat. Captain Lancer does not feel any remorse about this. It's an act of war. He said he needed to do what he needed to do. And lo and behold, the events of the episode begin all over again, where we see that it is actually Captain Carl Lancer's own private version of hell, where he is now a passenger on the ship that he attacked. He is now a passenger doomed to die over and over and over and over with the innocent people that he murdered for all eternity. Rating this episode of The Twilight Zone, Judgment Night, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the absolute best score, I give it an 8. It's a great episode. It's a powerful episode. We have now come to the interactive part of this video. If you enjoyed this video and you think it's worthy of a thumbs up, please feel free to do so. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to see others like it, all you have to do is hit that YouTube logo, which is going to be down in the corner right over here, and you'll get a notification anytime I upload a new video to the channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for your time, and thank you for allowing me the opportunity to talk about these things that I'm passionate about. I do greatly appreciate it. Please be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you soon.